Hello, hello. Right, so I am here today in Liverpool at, if my eyes can read very well, the John Moore University, Liverpool's John Moore University, as part of a study for resistance trained athletes and the impacts it has on the heart and the cardiac system. So hopefully going to get a bit of footage today to see what they do, prodding and poking at me. I believe I'm to get an electrocardiogram and an echocardiogram. From what they've sent over, the aim of the study is to investigate the structure and function of the heart in individuals who undergo regular resistance training using an electrocardiogram, like I just said, and to detect the electrical activity of the heart, and an ultrasound scan to look at the chambers and valves. The information obtained from the study may help improve the ability of these techniques to detect abnormalities in pre-participation cardiac screening in athletes. So, like I say, going to hopefully get a little bit of footage today. I imagine it's going to be sort of height, weight, body fat, and then yeah, we'll see where we go from there. Cheers. So into the first part, which was paperwork and the first initial heighting in and weighing in. On the day now, I weighed, we had to fast, and there was no water either. I was around 132, I believe, and the height was 188 centimetres.
Height first, facing that way. Deep breath in. Okay, just not reach.
Onto the second lot of heighting in. I was exactly the same again, and then it was time to get on to see what my body fat was. So they had a machine where you had to stand on, you had to hold a specific part of the machine, and obviously have your feet on the right part as well, and you had to stay exactly still for 17 seconds, I was told. So I've sped this bit along. And then third and final part in this section was a waist measurement, which again would be correlated with my height and my weight, and then used to see what my body fats come out like. So I'll shut up and we can hear how fat I am.
Body fat percentage is 20.29%.
Okay.
Your fat-free mass in the minute, so that's just everything that isn't your fat mass.
Yeah.
Is 103.9 kilos. Your skeletal muscle mass of that weight, which is muscle mass, is 53.03 kilos. And then, so now we can look at your total water content, body content, and your extracellular water content. So, at the minute, your total body water is you're holding around 76.37 litres of water, of which is extracellular is 30.45. And then what we do is we end up having a fat mass index and a fat-free mass index, which is then calculated based off your height. So that measures your fat mass index measured at 7.48. And then fat-free mass index measured at 29.4.
And how accurate would you say this is in comparison to, because I've always been told like a DEXA scan is...
So these are all different sorts of...
So on to the next phase, which was a straightforward blood pressure check. My diastolic was slightly elevated, but my systolic rate was normal. Again, I'm used to seeing that for myself. And then it was on to the ECG itself. So the electrocardiogram is what ECG stands for, in which you get several electrodes sort of placed across your body. So it's spots like chest, arms and your legs, and it's then all connected up to the ECG by a load of wires, which will get put on me in a moment. Again, I'll speed this up a little bit just to get through a bit quicker. And yes, so the process is producing an ECG, which involves recording the heart's electrical activity through repeated cardiac cycles using electrodes. And then after this, we led on to the ultrasound, which you can see here. I have to lay in a very peculiar position, but it's so the practitioner can get, obviously, how the heart needs to be seen the easiest. You see, put the ultrasound on, and then you can see everything, all the valves, the size of the heart, which mine is raised,
Mine is a bigger heart from a lifestyle. You check everything like the ejection fraction, and nothing really came back that he was worried about as he was viewing it there and then. And now I wait for a few weeks for my full report. So big thanks to everyone at the John Moore University.